Go ahead and call the October 13th, 2025 Greenup City Council meeting to order. Roll call.
Mark Harris.
Here.
David Black. John Norman.
Here.
Bruce Vance.
Here.
Philip Dowdy.
Here.
Jamie Gillum.
Here.
Is there a motion to accept the minutes from the last meeting?
I'll make it.
Got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Roll call.
John Norman.
Yes.
Jamie Gillum.
Yes.
Mark Harris. Dave Black. Bruce Vance.
Yes.
Philip Dowdy.
Yes. I'll go ahead and give my report. You guys got that in front of you along with a letter from Ruth McCabe that I received and your municipal order / resolution that we'll be taking out here in just a little bit. Total work orders completed to date is 58. Water leaks repaired 17, service leaks, 2 main leaks. We put in 5 water taps, water loss 17.5%. We've completed approximately 80 delinquent bill cutoffs, leak detection off Cherokee, Greenup, and North Fort tanks. We're still dealing with the FEMA disaster 4864. It's a new disaster after it started with several water mains and service lines exposed. Projecting approximately $150,000 to $400,000 in cost. The disaster 4860 is in its final stages of approval, waiting for EHP and mitigation review. Fifth Street Bridge and Second Street, pending on FEMA approval. Box Culvert Bridge will be constructed in place of the old bridge on Fifth Street, and Box Culvert at Second Street in place of the round culvert. We will possibly know what their decision is very soon. Fire call 6, police call 833. One big important announcement, and I announced it at the open house for the fire department, was the assistance to firefighters grant. I think I've got this number correct, Steve. I was doing it by memory, $242,723.80. So that's a huge grant for the fire department that will be used for completion of new hose and breathing bottles and the pipes as well, correct? So that's my report. We will go on down to the audience now. First one to sign in is Amy Duff.
Do I have to go there?
Yeah, please.
I'm here on I have a different hat this time. It's beautification. And we are responsible for the extravaganza of trees. And I know there's one line in the budget to help beautification put on events. And this event will take place the first Sunday, or it will be finalized the first Sunday in December, but goes on for 10 days. And it's in social media, I think you've all seen it, but we're asking for $3,700. They've paid for 6 6-foot tables, cloths for the tables, and base of trees, frames and easels, advertising with banners over the street courthouse, prize money for People's Choice, first place, second, beautification tree to submit for auction, and contest winners. That's my first thing.
Okay, your second one?
Yeah, we worked real hard to get the city cleaned up for Old Fashioned Days. And then 2 or 3 days before Old Fashioned Days, local businesses came along and posted advertisements all over the place for the businesses. Is there any ordinance about them doing that, or?
To do what now?
The business signs, like the flags about,
There is.
they're allowed to just post them? Okay. See it.
Does it have to be on private property? You can just be on the street?
Yes. There is a state law that says about campaign signs. Steve, you might correct me if I'm right on this one, on right of ways. The state has the ability to come in and remove them off of right of ways, but as far as
Just advertisements are allowed.
we find them every day off telephone poles.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I know we
Tree
worked on the
service.
chiropractors, this into his building, tore all those old signs off, and then it was, what, a week? We went back and they put new signs up.
That's private.
And that's private. and Tom Marsh had them taken down. So, just a lot of work.
As far as the money for beautification, this is a special meeting. They can't take any action on that, but you and I can sit down and talk about that. Maybe tomorrow or the next day, give me a day or so to get over these silences.
Okay.
And you'll sit down and talk about that.
We wouldn't even ask for the money, we went ahead and started the project without having the post painted, and we're paying for that project, so that kind of took the money we had to put back to do that. I don't know if y'all have been downtown and seen the difference in them, but they look brand new now. They were in bad shape, so.
What was that total again?
Pardon?
What was your total?
3,700. Thanks.
Just one that scarecrow, did you answer?
There's like 8 winners, 8 different winners. I can send you a list when I get home, I'll have it with me.
I just wondered, I hadn't seen it.
Ruth?
Yep.
My name is this on?
Yeah.
My name's Ruth McCaleb. I know all of you all. Y'all probably don't all know me, but I know who all of you all are. And I live over on East Main in Molly and Pete Nichols' house is where that we had bought. So we had bought that property down there on Washington Street a long time ago. My husband, Tom McCaleb, who died, and it looks pretty ratty right now in the back part, and but it looked like that when we bought it, and we cleaned up a lot of it. But he was sick with open heart surgery and a septic gallbladder, just all kinds of things, probably. And then he died 2 years ago of pancreatic cancer. So we've had, I don't want you to pity me or anything, but we've had a lot of sickness. And when I bought it, I paid $35,000 for it, and that's what it's still valued at. So, and I know the weeds need to be cut, and I need to start on it, but life kind of got away from me. But I certainly don't want to lose it. So, my son-in-law, Travis Burton, works for AEP, and my grandson, they're going to help me get it all cleaned up. So, I would have started about 2 weeks ago since I got the letter, but I got diverticulitis and then ended up getting sick myself and had to have some tests. So hopefully now I'm doing better. So I got this letter from Mr. McGinnis, and I don't know, I've never got anything like this before, so I don't want to be in trouble. I try to not be in trouble. Never been in jail or anything like that. But for me, it was pretty harsh because I thought somebody would have just told me the city's going to get after you if you don't, start working on it, or either, even though I knew it needed done. So the only good thing about getting a harsh letter is it makes you get up off your rear end and start working. So in that sense, it worked. So I sent a letter. Did you say you gave everybody a letter?
They have it in front of them.
They what?
They have it in front of them.
Okay. So I just made a short letter, had my neighbors look at it. Barb Nichols typed it for me. So, like I said, I don't want to lose it, and we're going to start. We did start, but we've got a long way to go. So I want to make sure. My son-in-law said I should come down here and touch base with you guys, even though I know who all of you are. You all, everybody doesn't know me. Probably a couple of people don't know me, but just when I bought it, two of my kids were going to the University of Louisville, and they have a place down there to eat called Mark's Feed Store, and it's a barbecue place, and it looks about like that old building. I don't want to fix up that block building except paint it. I don't want to fix it up with siding, or it's my idea. I might end up selling it, I don't know. But, you know, this place in Louisville on Bardstown Road, it's been in business for years, and it's rustic looking. But anyway, that other building, so that used to be a feed store also, the block building, and then that other building is where they stored their feed and straw and things like that. But the building, I haven't been in it, I'll have to say, in a few years, but we cleaned all the junk out of it. I bet it had, I got sidetracked. I wanted to say that building where they stored the feed and everything, it's too far gone. It's got to be torn down, and I think it'll look a lot better once that's done and it's all cleared off. That's my plan, is to tear that one down. I don't want to tear the other one down. You all could look at it after I get everything else done and see what you think.
Bring us a time schedule and a plan, and have our fire chief examine it and see if we get into compliance with the way that should look.
Well,
Because of a lot of safety hazards down there for the police officers, we've got a lot of issues that they've had to address there because of the vines and that building in this location, so.
well, I don't have a time schedule, just work on it as much as I can till I get it done. So, we'll keep right at it. I talked to him, and he said he thought it'd be okay, if we just were making progress. So that's what my plan is. Anything could happen. I hate to say, well, I've done this day. And that would be the last thing, we've got to clean up all the outside stuff. And that's going to take, Travis was down there, my son-in-law yesterday, my grandson, and they got like one corner of it done, but it took a long time to get that. And they piled the brush in front of the door, because sometimes people break in there, and they piled all the brush in front of the door. My husband had already put boards, because somebody kicked the front door in.
But when you put brush up there, you're getting a fire hazard for the city.
No. Well, you had to, well, it's still green. It's still green, but I never thought about that. But I guess we could do something else. It's too good a building to tear it down, because Ronnie, what's his name? Shepherd? Guy's name. Guy used to have he was a lawyer, and he had the furniture store. The whole top floor of it was old TVs, I bet, over 100. And Tom busted all those up. They just had them in there stored with a lot of them still have the cabinets. So we did a lot of work on it already. And it should be okay as long as there aren't any leaks in the roof. I saw there was one, but it's got the old hardwood floors, just like like an old-timey store. And it's got a basement that has concrete and dirt in it. We thought that wall was coming in like this, and we paid some guy to redo the block and straighten out that wall. And we cleaned a lot of stuff out, but now a long time ago, we put some more junk in there, which needs to be cleaned out. And the windows, I'm going to tell this too, the windows have all those little panes, and in the middle Tom put all those in, he went to Lowe's, he put all those back in, and some kid waiting out there for the school bus broke most of them out there. And, you know, we were trying to work on it, so he put in those 2 front windows that people have broken out. We should have put clothing on it, I guess, and we didn't. So I turned that into the police, but nothing came of it. He spent a lot of time and I don't know how much money. But anyway, all that stuff also that's back through here is not mine. Like people have done toys and there's a big pile of toys back there, and there are 3 or 4 pickup trucks full of stuff, and that's not mine. I assume that has to do with wet crop. I don't know. But we went down there yesterday and we caught a couple of people there that were about 20 years old, and she said Wes was her grandfather. And that they were down there feeding the chickens. She liked to go over there and feed the chickens back in there. And I'm not sure where the exact line is. I'm going to have to hire a surveyor, try to get where the exact lines are. But after I clean it up, then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it, or either sell it. I don't know which. But I'm a widow now, I can't afford to lose that piece of property if I can get it to your all satisfaction. Got any questions? And I've already talked to Steve today, and he said we can burn the brush piles as long as we let him know. But I was going to have him burn that wooden building down, and he said it's too much paperwork to try to get that done. So we'll have to take that down ourselves. So as long as I'm working on it, I mean, I'm not going to get there every day, and I hope, I'm kind of afraid of some of these people, really, that hang out. That one couple, I don't know about them. I said, well, I own this property, the city got after me, and I said, y'all better stay away from here.
Do they, there's chickens that are on your property, problem?
I don't think so, but I don't really think he owns that property, but I don't know exactly who owns it. It's just, I don't know who owns everything, but it goes way back. I'd like to own all of it, but I don't know. My lot says 70 by 150, and that wouldn't go way back. And I don't even know. I'm going to have to, they said that's a real old part of Greenup, and it's real hard to figure out the lots over in that section. But that's on my list, that's on my plan. So if I keep it, you know, I'll try to do something good for the city. But I'm not as young as I used to be. But I'm still on my feet.
Does anybody have any questions for us?
As long as you're trying to clean it up, I've got no questions. Just gotta make a showing at it, you know.
Well, we'll be on it. My son-in-law works at AEP. I might have said that already, but he, you know, we can't do it every day, but we'll, you know, we'll be doing it.
You know, that,
Yeah.
you know, we know Rome wasn't built in a day either. You know, there's a lot to, you know, there's a lot of work to be done up there.
Yeah. But I'm going to try to get somebody to figure that out about those deeds, because somebody There's one little lot in there where that big tree, David, was that some of your,
That belongs to me.
Go to him.
yeah, you're the one
Because
that
a couple of
told.
years ago, I tried to get you to go into the survey, then you wouldn't do it.
Well, something came up.
And that building you're speaking of, I don't think it belongs to you either.
What?
No, that wouldn't.
Well, it went to the store because those wolf guys told me.
It's not,
He
but you can
said,
clean it up.
he said they had a little bridge where they rolled the stuff across to the other building.
My son works with your son-in-law. The,
Darius,
yes.
they told me. I couldn't remember your name. So anyway, there is a little lot in there, and it's confusing about where the lines are.
It's 100 by 65.
Who? Mine?
No.
Yours?
I don't know what yours is.
Yours?
Yes.
Okay. Did you put that in your name? Did you get it in your name?
I put it in my son's name,
Okay.
but I got the final say.
Okay. There's a lot in there where that big old walnut tree is that fell on that building. The wooden building, that's not my tree, that's his tree now, I think.
Yeah, and the building is.
You think the building's yours?
I know
I don't know, I thought it was mine.
All right, we're gonna move along, as long as you can show an effort. And then, everything will be good. And then if you stop, and you don't show any consistent effort for a month or so, then.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right, the next item on the agenda is eminent domain reservation for Mega. The only thing Stephen needs permission to do is eminent domain on that. That's the lot across from the fire department that we've tried to buy several times.
I need a motion that says that I have permission to file an eminent domain case against Reservation Omega to obtain their land.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
What was the purpose they would sell that lot? You got any reason why they would sell that lot?
No, I don't. And we couldn't agree on the price, I know, some time back. And I've tried to get in touch with them without success. So I think the next step is just go ahead and start action against them. But hopefully, once I start an action and there's summons issue, someone will give me a call. And hopefully, we don't have to do that.
It's not big enough to really build anything on.
No, that's what we've all discussed that in the back.
The laundromat before you born.
I remember the building.
Don't matter.
That's a cat house.
Yeah.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? Roll call.
Bill Dowdy,
Yes.
John Norman,
Yes.
Dave Wise, Mark Harris,
Yes.
Bruce Mance,
Yes.
Jamie Gillum.
Yes. And the last thing that we, next item on the agenda, the last thing we talked about last time was an ordinance about having fence permits and including a survey with it was brought up. And then I told you guys that I would put it back on your all's agenda. You guys talk with Stephen about it to see if that's something you guys were interested in or not.
I think it needs to be in the zoning.
It will have to be. And let me tell you, at least one city where that does happen, not necessarily survey, but permit, is in Belfont. And they have some, I don't want to say stringent fence regulations, but they do have some about how far the bars can be, if there's no chain link. So you can make it as, not tough, but as detailed as you want. Yeah, but it will need to be in your zoning rights if you want one. And if you require a survey before it's done, you can also have people, and I think this is a good idea, anyone that asked me, have it set back from the property line by a certain number of feet so it can actually be maintained, so that you're not going to get neighbor fights if you cannot get on your property and spray or mow. So, yeah, that will have to go into the for sure. So if you all want one, I'll bring back a draft, and as Phil knows, the Planning and Zoning Commission is newly reconstituted, so we're having regular meetings again, so we'll actually be able to get that on the agenda, and do something with it.
You're getting a motion?
No, if you all want one, just tell me you want to see it draft.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't want it? Okay. That's one no. Do I have at least 3 or 4 for it?
I have a question about that. I mean, if me and my neighbors decide I wanna put a fence down between there, why would I need to get that survey? It doesn't make sense to me.
We might not need to, depending on what the ordinance is.
When I lived over in East Bay, my next door neighbor put a fence 2 feet on my side.
Well, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm a city government. I should be between
That's,
you and neighbors.
that's the thing between you and the neighbor.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be getting in between people like that. I mean, we're sticking our nose in what shouldn't be, I think.
I mean, I could see if it was coming up the city property, stuff like that, yeah. But I mean, just between neighbors, I mean, is it necessary to have a survey?
Oh.
I can bring one, I can bring one back with the survey requirement without. We'll all talk about it.
That's just what this is the last.
Steve.
One of the things that's considered when you guys are talking about this from my side, is depending on where fences are, sometimes it hinders our trucks getting in and out. So that is, on our side of an emergency situation. In my 34 years, I have knocked a few fences over getting where I need to be at. So that's just, in my opinion, just as long as the fencing doesn't hinder any access for fire
Should have
trucks.
fenced you around the hydrant.
Once you sort of realize the homeowners gotta move.
You're talking about the one over here?
Exactly.
Okay, now that was done,
That was what, 98?
yeah, why we allow that is there's 2 gates right there in front of the hydrant. As long as it stays, they're not locked and we can just swing them open, we allow that.
So I can park there in front of them and leave my keys in.
If you feel like you want to, yeah.
So you're saying right in front of the hydrant,
Yeah.
on the side street or front street?
On East Main, there's 2 6-foot gates there that swing open.
To the sidewalk?
They swing back into the yard, but we make access to that. And I check it every so often, make sure there's not a lock put on.
But is that normal?
I have had situations like that, where the fire hydrant sits so far back in, personal property. And there's, it's one of the rarities, but I haven't dealt with it before. And
That's what I was gonna say. It's very seldom that fire hydrants sitting on private property, very seldom. Should be.
So, I have a question. So if I have my fence on my property line, and then you all say, if I put up a new fence, then it has to be 2 feet back?
I'm not saying anything yet.
Oh, no, but that's what I'm hearing, so is that,
The only thing they've asked for is a ordinance to be brought back, and I think someone asked for an ordinance to be brought back concerning fence and permits at this point in
an
time.
ordinance? That means
So
we
that means
actually have
that
permits.
it would take 2 votes for it to pass.
Does that pertain to any kind of fence? I mean,
There wasn't an
fence in
ordinance
a
on
dog
what
in my
type of
backyard or
fence.
something in my backyard, but I have to get a permit to do, a survey to do that?
Well, we'll see after the council has first reading, see if there's going to be any changes made to it.
Well, it looks like there's been some fences built in Greenup over the last month, 2 months, and that didn't follow the actual other fence regulations that we have, like on the front of your fence is not supposed to be over 4 feet tall, but there's several on one end of East Main that they built that are about 6 foot tall. That's for security reasons, so cops can make sure no one's, so we kind of need a uniform, because these people are getting away with it, these people aren't. I'm all for unity and treating everyone exactly the same, you know, and that's just been the issue that we had here recently.
We've already had the thing 4 foot thing here.
That's in the ordinance.
Yeah, we've already had that. The rest of it is,
So,
A lot of people really get into it over a fence line. Bring the guns out and everything, you read about it, well, you read about it a lot.
let's just make this plain and simple. Whoever asked for the ordinance to be brought back, care to put that in motion form, we'll have a roll call vote.
And that's just to get an ordinance back to us.
Correct, and then you can make changes.
Several, and then you can make changes. Sure.
I asked for, I asked for a motion to bring both those ordinances back that deals with, let's see if it feels like we should bring back as some fence ordinance to include that in our zone.
So we have a motion, is there a second? I have a motion, is there a second?
Yeah.
A motion and a second. Roll call.
Philip Dowdy,
Yes.
Bruce Vance,
Yes.
Jamie Gillum,
Yeah.
Mark Harris.
Yeah, I'd like to look and gather some information. I don't know if I want to go that way, but I think we need to look at what's best for the town.
And we may not even approve anyway.
Right, very true. It's
We're just
gather
looking
some
at,
information.
we're just looking at possible suggestions and solutions.
Yeah.
Dave White,
no.
John Norman.
So Stephen will bring those back, since we're on the topic of, you, Stephen, we'll go ahead and let you discuss golf courses.
So golf carts, in your packet, I think, you all got, I think it is, but maybe not. You got the current version of KRS 189-286, which governs golf carts. And in the last meeting that we had, there were a lot of questions about what could and could not be, and where you could operate and things like that. And so, the law on that changed in July of 2020. If you look at the history of the statute. So the law is now pretty clear about what the city is allowed to do. And so we'll need to follow that law. I had remembered that we authorized golf carts at one time, but, and Lacey, please correct me if I'm wrong, but apparently my memory is wrong, because no ordinance could be found authorizing golf carts.
Correct.
So, if you all want to have golf carts be legal, I will need to bring back an ordinance. And although there might be some room in here for you all to modify a few things, because it says in Section 8 of the statute, the local government may adopt more stringent local ordinances regarding golf cart safety equipment other than specified. You're not going to be able to do any less. Now, some of the things, just for everyone to know, and I'll give you that citation again in case anyone from the public wants to write it down. It's KRS 189.286. But there are several specifications for them, and I won't go through all of them. One of them is that the golf cart can't be designed to have a speed of more than 35 miles an hour. It has to be equipped with headlamps, tail lamps, stop lamps, front and turn signals, a few other things. It is also, there's also an inspection required, and there's a display sticker that has to be put on it. There's a small fee that's payable to the county sheriff for inspection. As far as where they can travel, the city is required to list all roads that they can travel on, but we can't list a road that is designed to have a speed of more than 35 miles per hour. And we can't let the golf carts cross an intersection where the roadway is more than 35 miles per hour. And since we all know around here what that means, you can't go out on 23. Okay, so you won't be able to do that on the right of way either. Like, you gotta stay on the road, you know. So if I remember right, you also have to have a valid driver's license in order to operate. So that's your rules and regulations. You're not allowed, this is the minimum if y'all want to go look at it. If anyone wants an ordinance, so have golf carts that follow through this ordinance,
I may have a copy of that ordinance. I don't know, I have to check. If there is one, I may have a copy.
So is there any interest in bringing back an ordinance, the updated standards Steve was just discussed?
Did I understand you say that there wasn't one now?
Correct, there's not one on our list.
We had one a while back.
And I'm right, the operator must have a valid operator's license in his or her possession.
What about the seatbelts, that in there too?
Councilman, I don't know, let me see here.
It was in the original paper we had before you got away with this.
For each designated city position, you're right, that's subpart H of the section.
But this is not pertaining to any other off-road vehicles that currently are on the roads.
It'd only be golf carts, and I don't recall us ever passing an ordinance to allow, Lacey, shake her head no, to allow off-road vehicles. You're permitted to, but you're not required by law to do so. So any of those are definitely at this point not permitted to be, if anyone's watching on Facebook, not permitted to be operated in the city of Greenup at all, whether you have a driver's license or not.
Does that mean like lawnmowers and stuff that are on the street?
Like side by sides.
Side by the off-road
And
vehicles.
some of those farm tractors that we see within.
Is there so many people can ride on, or is that listed in there too?
I think that there is, it says it's designed to carry not more than 6 people, including the driver. So, there's a restriction on that too.
Stephen, is this, did you say it includes every road in the city that either has a speed limit at 35 miles per hour?
35 or 400.
That includes going over the overhead pass on Walnut?
It would, that speed limit is just 35. So you could do that under this. Now, you can make it so it's fewer roads, you just can't make it more.
That may be just verbiage, but I've heard from more than one person that you can't go on the overhead pass on a golf cart.
And I've been told that since I was 16.
I think kind of just believe, because it's crazy to think you could go across with people coming through that intersection.
I believe that they told us, you could cross the highway, you could go so far. And that would be within the distance actually to get across the, that was in the old thing that we can't find.
Well, what's clear to me, and I'll say to everyone listening and everyone watching, is that this ordinance requires insurance. So if you're driving a golf cart around Greenup, as a lawyer, I would tell you that you should have your golf cart insured for sure, given the fact that this ordinance or this statute exists. If you don't, you should get insurance. Mark, did you say you thought you had a signed copy of it?
I don't know if it's signed, but I think it is. Let me check. Well, maybe.
To table it until we get back and find out more information.
Well, I'm gonna table this and have what we got, then we work off that later. We can always add to.
We don't know what we got. We may already have an ordinance in place. We need to find out.
Has there been a complaint? Is there a complaint about the way things are right now? This golf carts, is that the reason for this to come up at this time?
There's been some underage kids and stuff driving them.
That's the complaint?
That's, yeah.
So we got a motion on the floor to table.
I'll make it.
We have a motion on the floor to table. Want a second?
Yes.
I have a motion to table with a second. Roll call.
Hey, excuse me.
Yes.
We just tabled this last meeting to bring it to this meeting. So we table it to the end of the year. I mean, we gotta make a decision sometime. It was tabled because I think Steve couldn't be here or something. We brought it back. Now we'll table it again.
Well, we're just gonna table it again, hopefully to find the information that we need and.
We will find it.
Huh?
We will find it.
Well, I said, I think I might have a copy of that, plus they give Lacey time to look again and see.
All right, we have a motion on the floor with a second to table. Roll call.
Bruce Mance.
Yes.
John Norman. Phil Dowdy.
Yes.
Jamie Gillen.
Yes.
Mark Harris.
Yes.
No.
Well, name it.
I'm the last one, but
Stephen, we'll just leave it in your hand, telephone and communication franchise.
Windstream has been sold, and they need us to pass in order to sign the franchise, which is fine. I looked over that, and you just need to have a motion second to approve the
Someone want to make that motion? It's order of the city of Greenup, Kentucky, conceding the sign and control of its telephone and communications franchise from Windstream to Connecticut.
You've already got the franchise in place, this just needs to allow it to be signed by the person that actually follows it.
how long are we got that franchise for, Steve?
I don't know how long it would have been, it would have been either for 15 or 20 years. We're one of the few cities that actually has one in effect, as it turns out, because I've been contacted by the same law firm in regards to Vansburg, Flatwood, Belmont, to try to get things done with it too.
Is that the post that just got through running new lines all over town?
The internet, fiber, yes.
Okay.
So your investigation, the only thing that's changing is name only.
That's name and ownership, that's right, yeah. They're not proposing to change the franchise terms at all. Yeah.
And we're in contract with Victor for years.
Yeah.
Which choice, sir?
Get motion approved.
We have a motion, is there a second?
I'll say.
Is there any discussion? Roll call.
John Norman.
Yes.
Phil Dowdy.
Yes.
Jamie Gillen.
Yes.
Bruce Mance.
Yes.
Mark Harris. Dave Block.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't.
Just a next one. Yeah.
You can clear though, find out how much longer we do have.
Yeah, I'll get a contract.
We'll leave it in your hands, Stephen, municipal order resolution.
Folks, this is the proposed, and I think you all seen a copy of this, a copy of the proposed resolution for Greenup to join the Water Commission under KRS 74.440. And this mirrors the city of Flatwoods' ordinance. What the biggest difference is under the further be it resolved is that nothing contained in the resolution is to be construed to authorize and control the city's water production facility, and any discontinuation of it requires separate resolution authorization by you all, and it's also not allowing or relinquishing control of the water distribution system. So that's up to you all to talk about and vote yes or no.
How many other cities are already doing this?
4, I believe, correct there?
Did, South Shore join?
Yep.
I don't think they've been asked, have they?
The option has been open to them, but there really isn't a reason for them to join considering their distribution line comes from Ohio.
Yeah, they get all the water from Ohio, so yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to see if that was, yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept this resolution.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second on the floor. Is there any discussion? Roll call.
Bill Dowdy.
Yes.
Dave Black. Mark Harris.
I don't know, no.
John Norman.
No.
Bruce Mance.
Yes.
Jamie Gillen.
All right, just to make sure before I say anything, this, like it says, we don't really push anything right now. So we get a seat at the table. Okay.
Let's give us a seat at the table, don't forget it.
Yes.
Motion carried. Steve Ward.
Yes.
Would you like to discuss about putting out a fire truck for bid?
With a lot of figuring and planning and looking and trying to stay ahead. We're got a 35-year-old engine starting to show signs of wear and tear from being that old. Our ladder truck is 21 years old, and engine 2 is 15 years old. So, it's about time to start looking to replace these 94 model truck. And with that, a lot of thought and looking at it would be to cover what is, and I know we can sit here and what if anything in the world, but if we would lose water in the city at the wrong time, and with the situation with other area fire departments, limited manpower, and all this, we very well get ourselves, we can run out of block city now for anybody, the truck we're kind of looking at is a bumper tanker, it carries 3,000 gallons of water. It's a fire truck, but it can pack 3,000 gallons of water, which will give us a little more time if, water system's down, extra tanker in, and then having they will have water tankers running. At that point, the water will be not have water fire, because it's coming out. I look at water, we can lose the whole game. And I'm not trying to scare anybody, just set it look at things. Some big fires we've had over the years, big fires, and we have big fires, and try and be ready when it happens, especially now, like this, some fire department, all out when we get to organization. So we start trying to set up, be able to allow our people to stand on for 15 minutes to get available. The pump is beside that, water tank constantly every year taking, when it's cold, it's taking 1,700 RPM to get it out of the building. You know, once it warms up, it's okay, but still, yeah, I mean, the truck, the pump, you know, a lot of the, I mean, it'll fire and pass the pump test, but it's 34 years old. I mean, NFPA, they like to see a replacement 20, 25 years. So, I mean, that truck is still battle wagon, we still roll it every day, but I think it's time we start looking to put, you know, another truck in the city and be more specifically set up to do what if we need to do in the worst case scenario. The engine two, when we bought it, it was pretty good. When that truck was bought, we operation of that truck versus the truck bar operation. So that's
Numbers that we're looking at.
I think we'd be best to wait until those bids come back in.
I'll second.
And you're talking a brand new truck.
brand new truck.
Built to our specifications.
To ours, for what?
All our couplings, everything that we do.
Yeah, it's truck, you know, I'll sit down and ponder on this and, you know, dealing with lack of water times and stuff like that, yeah.
And even if we finance it over 10 years, we still have 15, 20 years worth of use out of it.
Well, I mean, we take care of the equipment, I mean, we run 34 years on that, I mean.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the dollar doesn't get any cheaper the longer you wait.
Fire equipment's going pretty silly at this point, I mean, it's ridiculous at times.
But by bidding now, he locks in the price, and it's gonna take, what, 2.5 to 3 years to build it?
Yes.
So when you pay for it 3 years or whatever
That's what I was
finance,
getting.
yeah, option it
On
is.
your future value of the dollar, you gotta
Yes. We owe,
take that into consideration.
Councilman Black, I saw we owed on the other one, it's 66,000. The mayor and I have already spoke about the next budget, we will adjust where we can pay that off. And so we have planned to make sure that that one is paid off when we have the new payment for this one. And during our budget work sessions, we'll work accordingly to make sure whatever the bids come in at, that you all are able to afford the payment. But fire trucks, they have went up 20, 30% a year.
So what we got a
I
motion?
think we have a motion on the floor to advertise for bids.
Mark seconded.
Mark seconded, is that correct? Is there any more discussion? Roll call.
I had one, John Norman, yeah, he made the motion. John Norman,
Yes.
Mark Harris,
Yes.
Nate Black, Bruce Vance,
Yes.
Bill Dowdy,
Yes.
Jamie Gillen.
Yes. I do want to brag about him because they had fire safety day at Argola on Friday, and he was out there, and the kids all loved our ladder truck. It scared them to death because of how high it went, but just, he was great with the kids, and it was just a great outreach for the city, I think, to be able to be involved with that, so I just want to brag a little bit.
I got a question for you, Steve. We got this river sitting here. You got any, like, access to any kind of trash pumps back you guys?
Yes, we have a industrial pump down at the firehouse, it's like 2,500 gallons a minute. And usually when the water, when there's known water outage is gonna be extended, we set it up down at the boat dock, the boat ramp. And
All
set
the
it
way
up.
down there, courthouse.
One down there where it's easier to get into than one down at by the bridge.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's not as steep and stuff, but we can't, I mean, worst comes to worst, we can't set it back here, but we set it up down there and lay the hose out, so if something happens, one member goes down or fires it up, and we can start filling trucks as they come in.
We just got the one,
Just the one.
but you need two. I'm just asking, I don't.
I mean, it's,
It fills the truck up in about 2 minutes.
yeah. I mean, it does.
Fails.
Well, yeah.
Anything fails.
Anything fails, that's what I'm asking.
It will fill 2 hours. there's always that possibility of a failure.
With those situations.
But we also have we can use our engines, our fire engines to do the same thing. So we can set up a field site using the engine if we had, that worst case scenario.
And we did training on that, we did it this spring.
So everybody knows. That's all that's on the agenda, if somebody make a motion to adjourn.
Zoning.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that yet, I'm still looking for somebody to head up that, take that under.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call.
Jamie Gillen,
Yes.
Bruce Mance,
Yes.
Bill Dowdy,
Yes.
Dave Black, John Norman.
Yes.
Thank you all.